Hey everyone, welcome back. Happy Friday to you. Here we are sitting on Friday. It's January 8th. Ending the week here and ending the week green, which is definitely good. Not by much. 300. Pretty good. Decent, I should say. Definitely wish it was a lot more. And today I gotta say, once again, was a big grind. It was a real tough one today. I traded two stocks, and they were CNET and LMFA. So let's dive into it. I'll show you the breakdown of my trades this week and show you where I stand, and we'll go from there. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, CNET was the one I was trading mainly for the first half of the day, and LMFA was the second one. But anyways, let's take a look at the week here. Let's go to the calendar. Here's the calendar. Um, Great looking week, I gotta say. However, it's a little low on some days, but other than that, I can't complain. I mean, I'm green all the way through. But I do have to say that I know today and yesterday for sure, and even I think on Wednesday, it was just I was grinding all day and had to make a ton of trades just to get where I'm at. So in that sense, kind of frustrating. I like when there's not as much grind. And when I say grind, I mean, going up and down and up and down and, making some, losing some, making some. When you do so much of that, it just gets kind of tiring, you know, mentally at some point. And so let me show you my intraday balance here. This is how I traded. This is my kind of running profit and loss. So here I am, beginning of the day, up 16. I worked myself all the way up to 329, which is a great run up. Now, I got to this point and really just flipped it, and it just went downhill for me. And, I had some bad trades. One that almost cost me. Look, this is what I really get annoyed at with myself is that I can sit here and make this great progression uphill, right? Make these small little gains that really start adding up, get all the way to 329. And then in one bad trade, go from 329 down to 123. Then I make another bad trade and go all the way down to $22. So here I am, I made all these great trades previously. It only takes me two trades to go back down to basically zero, neutral. That's what I get so frustrated at myself with. And I guess it's gonna take more experience, more trading experience, more of like trying to call myself out and trying to nip these losses in the butt because they're big, and I just hate swinging so much. And I know that's kind of sometimes the nature of day trading sometimes, but it's also based on your skill and a lot of other things. And I know everyone, a lot of people go through this, day traders, just that emotion of the swings. And, as long as you can consistently do green and do well, then you're fine. But it's days like these that just, kind of gets me worried. And despite being all green on the week, it's still, it still is frustrating. So here I am up 329, go all the way down, go down to -6 at one point, then up to 123. And then here I am telling myself, hey, let's just get back to, 200 plus and call it a day and walk away. Instead, nope, I'm gonna keep trading. And what do? I run it right down into the ground, go -77 on the day was the low point. And then I get pissed off at myself and, well, I gotta get out of this. And so I keep trading, work myself up to 67, down to 10, and then have this nice run up to 384. So basically the high day, 384, great place to stop right there. I could have walked away, and that's what I should have done. Yeah, I keep trading. I was like, well, if I can get up this high, I can just move it to, I can get to 500 and then I'll walk away. And it's kind of that overstaying your welcome is what this was, I think. Just trying to continue to trade, thinking, oh, I dug myself out of a hole. If I got here, I can get further. And sometimes that can come to bite you in the butt. And anyways, a lot of frustration today. That's how my balance went today. And this is where I sit for the trading vlog on this journey thus far on my overall balance. And I'm still deep down in the hole, guys. You look at my all green week here and you're like, oh yeah, he's doing good. Well, guess what? I'm still down negative 21, what is it? 2105. So that's not good at all. For as long as I've been trading on this trading journey here. And I'm down. And it's all because of these big, stupid red days that I've had in the past that just eat me alive. So this is what I keep telling myself, and I hope you guys are doing the same, because I'm sure some of you go through the same thing. You do a nice green streak for a while, and then maybe you have a couple red days that just blow you out of the water. And I know the red days are coming, right? I'm 5 days green thus far on the month. I know I'm gonna have a red day at some point. The question is, can I keep it small? Can I keep it, $300 or less? That is the question. That's kind of my goal for this month. It was for this week. I might try to continue that for the month. I might be able to do it. But it's going to be difficult because when those red days, they come heavy and hard and they get me frustrated. So anyways, I'm sitting up 2183 on the week. That's great. Great stuff. And yeah, I'll leave you here. Actually, let's just dive real quickly into the two stocks I traded, CNET and LMFA. I did trade something else, but a CMRX, but it was just one or two trades on that. Okay, so CNET, here we go. This is what happened to me on this one, is I started trading this and had some good gains on it and then some losses. And right in here, as this thing was curling up in the day, it got to, yeah, right in here, like that 375 mark, 380, where I was like, okay, we had this previous resistance, but it looks like it's curling now. So, but that is resistance. So, let me just trade up into that point, and, it might hit that resistance and fall down. So I'll leave it be at that point. And I'm glad I did that because it did have a small candle that dropped. But from there, it really reversed and, turned around and just started boom, 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 running up big time. And it's at that point that I'm sitting there staring at it going, son of a bitch, I should have held throughout that entire position there. I'd be doing, I'd be in a great position right now if I would have held that. And it's really hard to see, this move right here, when you see this move go up this hard, this fast, because it's telling you, hey, it has strength. And so I'm looking at it going, hey, look, it could turn around at any point. It's pushing to its highs, and then it's just going to collapse. And so I kept telling myself just to wait on a pullback, and we never really got one. And that's why I was frustrated, because it made this huge move, never got a pullback. And, I'm left on the sidelines thinking, shit, I should have been in this. And it eventually did reach its high point. And at that point, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should go in because it might go higher. And, it's just this self-talk that you always walk through. And so I got in, and what happens? It looked like it was going to go south, and so I had to bail on it, took a loss on it, ate up a bunch of my gains, and it was frustrating. And, eventually it did. It worked its way downhill, and I just said, I'm pretty much done with this. And so I really sat on my hands for a little while and then moved over to LMFA. And this was kind of this was a real grind today as well on this one. This one popped up out of a halt early on. Like, it didn't do anything all day until what, 12:30 in the afternoon, and then it just goes nuts. You know, it goes through this halt, comes back down, and so I started trading in here, and this one I was just constantly in and out and in and out. I was just trying not to be risky with it. And the thing was, is I'd get into it and wouldn't hold it long enough. I would just take a small little gain on it and see it go a little bit further and then do a pullback. So I kept, like, I felt, missing out on the bigger gains and kept selling too soon. And when I, you know, got into a bad position, I would wait just for a sec just to see if it would rebound, and it would get me in a worse position, and I'd sell for a loss. So it was just this constant back and forth grind all throughout the day on this thing, just in and out, in and out, in and out. And I made a bunch of trades on it, so it was just too much. It is hard for me personally just to get into this and hold it. I mean, in hindsight, looking at that would have been a great idea, but I don't know, I feel like it poses too much risk. And because of that, I feel like I just have to trade a bunch on it instead, which works, but I don't know, it doesn't get me where I want to be. So I don't know. I don't know what to say on that. But look at it going after market, after hours here. 209 to 284. Good strength, but got me frazzled, that's for sure. So anyways, hope you guys did good today. Let me know if you were green or if you were red today, and let me know what you traded. Very interested to hear from you guys, and hope you had an excellent week. And if you had a red one, well, guess what? I feel you. There's always next week, but we got to remember to preserve that capital, preserve that pile of money you got, because that is what's going to help you continue to make money. And as soon as we start eating into that pile, it's not good. So yeah, let's preserve that capital, and I'll leave it there. Hope you guys have an excellent Friday, and we'll catch you first thing on Monday morning.